right, everyone here at the PNC Live Studio at KINK, let's hear it for Talk.
Ready to rock?
Always be a stream away that you can hear across the lake, or let you have a little space. Meet me on the other side. Grass will be a shade of blue. The trees will shade the thought of you. No clocks to tell you what to do. Meet me on the other side. Love takes time. Don't care about butterflies. I'm down for the next day. I'm making history. Oh, love takes time. A lifetime to improvise. Down for the next day. I'm making history. Oh, where every bird will sing about their lover's broken wings. There's not a place I wanna be. Meet me on the other side. You apart for emotional gain. When I feel lost, you always give me grace. I'm not worried, I have mountains of faith. Meet me on the other side. Love takes time. Don't care about butterflies. I'm down for the next day. Ooh, I'm making history. Oh, love takes time. A lifetime to improvise. Down for the next day. We're making history. Oh, love takes time. Don't care about butterflies. I'm down for the next day. Ooh, I'm making history. Oh, love takes time. A lifetime to improvise. Down for the next day. Ooh, I'm making history. Oh,
Thank you. How are you? I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Talk.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Faces melted. Thank you so much for that. That's what an incredible way to stay. It happens. It happens. You know, I have to quickly point this out. During the guitar solo, I'm like just amazed and enthralled. I'm going to call you Riddell. It's your name. I learned all your names and I've already forgotten them. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names.
I usually
so-
lick his face during that part, but
yeah.
there wasn't enough room.
I saw the Goonies sticker on your guitar. Goonies, everybody. So you guys know, being in Portland, I mean, Astoria, of course, home of the Goonies.
Right.
There's a whole, like a cult institution. If you ever get the chance to head over there, you can actually see the Goonies house. It's like a museum piece now. Somebody
Very
just
cool.
moved in there. They've restored it. They're going to make sure that retains the movie magic, if you will. So if you're a Goonies fan, Goonies fans.
Great
All right.
flick.
So, hey, let's talk about the new album, Lord of
Sure.
the Flies and Birds and Bees, came out
Yes.
in October. I love the William Golding reference in the title.
Yes, it was. It basically started. It was a book I read in grade 10, Lord of the Flies, and my English teacher that year was the person who encouraged me to sing. So that's
Oh,
kind of where
right.
that came from. I didn't really read the book. I slept in that class a lot, and she let me sleep. Bless her. I was just a sleepy teenager.
Weren't we all in high school, though?
Yeah.
I mean,
And I had her like first period, so I would
Oh.
just come in. It's like 7:50 in the morning or
right,
something.
right.
School started early, and I would just sleep.
And the addition of Birds and the Bees to the title.
That was kind of
tell me
like
about that.
the additional kind of playful coming of age thing that I wanted to impart into it.
Gotcha.
I mean, we're going really deep into this, but really it just sounded cool. That's like the whole thing.
Well, I want to
There's
say
a couple influences that just sounded cool.
nice. Well, it sounds cool and it looks cool too. I mean, the album art. You know, we're talking a
Yes.
real sort of almost. It looks like a Lord of the Rings reference almost.
That's a big inspiration. Yeah, Lord of
Nice.
the Rings, Renaissance paintings from like old kings.
Okay.
In France and England and stuff.
All right.
And just like other fantasy stuff, Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons and all that kind of.
You know what? If you and I had been in high school together, I feel like we would have hung out.
We can hang out now. If you want.
Seriously. I mean, did you do musical theater at all?
No, but my brother's a Broadway actor.
Okay. Dungeons and Dragons?
Dungeons and Dragons, I love. I probably should have been a theater kid, but I didn't know who I was, and I was just trying to be nice
Right,
to everyone. And
right.
Figure it out later.
And isn't it funny now? There's been this sort of like reversal in a way. Like, you know, back in the day, being into all that kind of stuff, I mean, forget it. You were not a very popular person.
Yeah.
Now you've got people like Vince Vaughn, who's like, oh yeah, I used to play a cleric in D&D and all this
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, yeah.
stuff. And so
A lot of famous people play apparently.
I know.
heard
Well,
that.
they kept quiet about it for a while, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden,
It's a
you know,
thing now.
It is a thing now.
I love it.
We should say the album itself nominated for a Juno Award for Best Album. I mean, you
Yes.
yourself, you've got 5
Junos are the Canadian Grammys, by the way.
Canadian
if you don't know.
Grammys, for those who don't know. But you have 5 Juno nominations, which is incredible.
big one.
That's
Big
yeah,
one
it's
for
a
the first
huge
one.
one for you. And so we'll find out how you do coming up in just
Odds
a
are
little
I
over
can
a
come
month
away
here.
with one. I've ran the numbers, and
Yeah,
I
odds
got
are.
a good shot at least once.
Nice,
We'll see.
nice. You know, just taking it back a few years, of course, we had this amazing single that you put out sort of during the COVID time, Runaway to Mars. And I understand that for you personally was that was like a transitional time, if you will. I mean, you had been involved with other music projects. You moved back in with your parents. Tell us all, if you would, sort of the back history behind that song and behind
Sure.
the new thing that's going on now with
Yeah,
you.
so I think that was, it's funny because looking back on it, if you listen to what I was making around that time or whatever else came out on my first EP, it was like the stripped down song. Like the rest of it was kind of rock influence and rock heavy, classic rock and 80s rock and stuff. But it was just a weird time. I think it was a weird time for everyone.
Sure.
And I think that's what the song speaks to is like, I want to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I belong and everything's wrong and nothing's how it should be and I think people still resonate with it because that's what a lot of people feel the world is like, and I do too. It's just a crazy place.
To quote you at one point, you called it a love song to humanity, which I thought
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, I think because the whole song, it's very like, I mean, I've broken this down a million times, and people
Sure.
always have their what they think about it, but it's kind of this. It's not quite. It's like hopeful more than sad.
Sure.
I think, and that's why it's more of a love letter to humanity than just like a sad "I want to disappear" kind of
Right,
song, because
right.
it is like there's a bit of hope in it, and it's like the vibe is almost like I want to be here and I want to figure this out, but it's too hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's an unknown and hopeful, and hopefully something can happen kind of vibe.
You know, really important question for you with regard to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
How did your parents feel about you moving back in with them?
Well, it was. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was, so the thing was, I was living in Toronto which is like kind of if you don't know, it's a big city in Canada, I'm sure. I mean, everyone on the West Coast, I feel like, is more knowledgeable about geography than the East Coast. And
well, thank you for that.
So I'm a big geography guy. But yeah, I grew up in a place called Ottawa, which is like our Washington, D.C. It's kind of our government town.
Sure.
And it's 4 hours north of Toronto. And I was given the information from other people panicking about the pandemic that cities and city infrastructure was going to shut down, like no public transport, no anything. So I was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. Like that night when I heard that, I left. And no one was really given a choice on who I was going to live with. I just showed up. And so I took over my high school bedroom and stayed in there for a few months before it was safe to come out.
But so you showed up and you were like, Mom, Dad, it's going to be Mad Max, post-apocalyptic wasteland. I need to move back in.
Yeah,
please.
and I was like, you're not probably going to see me very much. Like, I'm not really going to come out of my room, but.
Well, and you know what? Good thing you didn't, because it yielded some amazing stuff. I mean,
it was a crazy time for a lot of people and a very sad time for a lot of people, but it was a really important time for me to figure out what I wanted to do with my life.
Yeah.
And I knew it was always music. It was what I was good at. But this was like cementing it as, okay, I should probably do what I'm good at.
Sure.
And a bunch of songs came from it, and I would just wake up and write and go to sleep and
that's amazing.
Write and record.
Yeah. So you wrote a bunch of stuff, and then of course we've got a full band that you take out with you on tour. And I understand that you guys have known each other for a while as well.
Yeah, for a very long time. Yeah, we've been playing together for 3 years, pretty much.
Okay.
Just about 3 years. Us two have known each other since high school.
Right.
We grew up pretty close to each other, and then we met a few years ago, and he was one of the boys right away.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
we're all very close.
So it's been a little bit of a change in dynamic in the sense that you were writing things on your own, and then they had to learn the parts, or did you guys also work on things together for the album?
For live stuff, we always work stuff out and figure it out. But yeah, majority of the stuff is done ahead of time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of live stuff, we look forward to seeing some more live songs from you
right
here
music.
in this room. More music. And I want to say this really quickly. We are so lucky to have you guys because you don't have an actual Portland date.
I don't.
You stopped here
in
this room for this.
I did. I had such a good time in Portland last time when I was here at the ballroom.
We should be so lucky. So once again, everyone, it's Talk here at the PNC Live Studio here at KINK. The album is out right now. It's been out for a few weeks. It's Juno nominated with other nominations as well. So thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, of course.
And we'll leave you to it. All right.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Oh, old souls don't know they're old until they're on the edge, trying to process the loss of old friends. Scars, old scars, I keep in jars, collect them like a badge, won't forget the past. Those old friends. Turns out all of my eyes are making love to my lows, making fun of my boundaries, sticks and stones. Used to love, I believe it to the bone. If I could see how you see me, I could be a little bit happy. I realize I could be a little bit happy. Oh, 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 a little bit happy. Oh, 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 a little bit happy. Cold, so cold, leaving Tippy's bird. Went home, but I'm still standing here, counting all my tears, trying to feel what you felt for years. Turns out all of my eyes are making love to my nose, making fun of my boundaries, sticks and stones. Used to love, I believe it to the bone. If I could see how you see me, I could be a little bit happy. Thank you. I need some recommendations on where I can go for dinner tonight. What is it? Bogo Damn Chow. It's a block away. Damn straight it's a block away. What is it called? Bangkok Jam Chow. Oh, it's a Brazilian steakhouse. I like Brazilian steakhouses. Yeah, and then they chop it when you put your flag up or whatever, right? I've been to one of those. So that's the ticket then. Is there any option B? I'd like to hear an argument from the top row, please. Google Shaw. Frat house? Did you say a frat house? Your house. What are you serving? What's the menu? What you want? I don't know, what's your specialty? Casserole. What? That's vague. What kind of casserole, sir? French toast casserole. Are you 6 years old? No, I'm just kidding. That sounds kind of nice. I don't know if you're making it up, but. All right, so the choices are Brazilian steakhouse, or French toast casserole at your house. Screen door. Melting pot. No, not melting pot. No. See, the reason I started this discussion is because I knew it would end this way. Tokyo Sando now. You've changed it from to everything else is over. French toast casserole is over 100. I'm just gonna make a frickin' ham and cheese sandwich. You guys can't pick something. Okay, next song. Ready? We'll come back to it, okay? Blow out your voice, burn out your clothes, there's more to see. Why do you fade when you have a chance to be happy? Tie-dye Jesus, we won't pledge allegiance. The White House is speechless, emotion and treason. No, head on your heart, kiss it away. Just to the toys, only the broken missing piece. Dead or alive, Lord of the flies and birds and bees. Tie-dye Jesus and dancing with feeling the whisper and secrets and motion and trees and love. And on your heart you said away.
I'm getting too hot. I gotta put my hair up, okay? I was doing the rock star thing, but it's too... I don't like things touching my face. So French toast guy. I got more questions. I was thinking about it that whole time. That was just muscle memory. For $100, how big does this thing? Is it like a big tray? Can you put your hand up, by the way, whoever did the French toast thing? Oh, you're back there. I've been looking at this gentleman in the front the whole time, and he probably thinks I'm crazy. So it's like a big casserole. Can you just explain in like 4 steps how this works? Okay. And a who on a cheese? Okay. And wait, and what's the French toast part? The whole thing is that what American people think French toast is? It sounds delicious. Are you Canadian? I feel like I smell like maple syrup. Are you looking for a best friend? I put maple syrup on everything. Eggs, sandwiches. The Canadians put on everything. No? Snow. Very true. I thought you were like, no. No, they don't. All right, I wrote this next song for my grandmother. She's the most wonderful lady in the whole wide world, and I love her so much. And she makes these bracelets. I don't know if we have any here today, but she's like 90, and she lives in a home, and this is all she does. And then she flexes on her friends when I give her a bunch of money. So if you want one, you can buy one.
Come and tell me a story. Back when you were a kid, you were queen of the island. All the things that you did. Show me all of the pictures. The house on the lake. All the kings and the royals. And all the friends that you made. She said, tell the ones you love them. Turn your minutes into moments. Don't be scared to give away your heart. But I'm still afraid of the dark. Still scared of my shadow. Still looking for monsters under my bed every night. Oh, I wish you were right there. Fight out the nightmare. You were the nightlight on a dark night like the stars. I'm still afraid of the dark. Always looking for me. Always seeing the next thing. You'd be proud of my story. Now I'm writing the rest. I remember the bedroom at the end of the hall. I'll be walking beside you till the end of it all. She said, tell the ones you love them. Turn your minutes into moments. Don't be scared to give away your heart. But I'm still afraid of the dark. Still scared of my shadow. Still looking for monsters under my bed every night. Oh, I wish you were right there to fight out the nightmare. You were the nightlight on a dark night like the stars. I'm still afraid of the dark. still scared of my shadow, still looking for monsters under my bed every night. Oh, I wish you were right there to fight out the nightmare. You with the nightlight on a dark night like the stars. I'm still afraid of the dark. I'm still afraid of the dark.
Thank you. This hair tie's hanging on for dear life. I got one more song to play for you. It's called Runway to Mars. So you all cheered, now you all have to sing it because you know it. You screwed yourselves. I would love to sing with you as the last thing, and you guys have been wonderful. Thank you for coming. I've never played a thing at a radio station where this many people come, so it's usually like 10 people and no one even knows who you are. They just want the prizes. So this is a very welcome change, and it made my day very, very great, and so I really appreciate you, and here's the last one.
Your color's fading, 'cause I can't do it, and it's a wild, wild world. And you're a wild, wild girl. The sun's still shining, but it seems half a silent. It's a wild, wild world out here. Before my time runs out, what if I run away to Mars? Would you find me in the stars? Oh, would you miss me in the end if I run out of oxygen? When I run away to Mars, I can't tell which way's home. I've been gone for so long, it's an empty world up here. I skip stones and wonder how long till I'm discovered. It's a quiet life out here. Before my time runs out, what if I run away to Mars? Would you find me in the stars? Oh, would you miss me in the end if I run out of oxygen when I run away to Mars? 3, 2, 1, I miss you. Oh, I'm sorry I got at you. What if I run away to Mars? Would you find me in the stars? Oh, you miss me in the end? If I run out of oxygen when I run away to Mars. One more time! Run away to Mars. Would you find me in the stars? Oh, would you miss me in the end? If I run out of oxygen when I Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Keep Portland weird, right? I like it here. All right, I'll see you sooner or later or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed an arena show in this room right here. Once again, let's hear it for Talk. The album Lord of the Flies and Birds and Bees, it's out right now. Definitely go get it. Those guys nominated for 5 Juno Awards. We were so lucky to see them. Once again, we appreciate you guys being here, and the best part is you'll actually have a chance to meet and greet the band. So how this works, everyone down here, you're going to sit tight for a little bit, and everyone up here on the upper level who wants to meet the band, just arrange yourselves on a line, please, and we'll bring them out in just a little bit, and we'll move through that and do some photo ops. There are a lot of people here, so let's try and keep the sort of chit-chat to a bare minimum when you say hi to these guys. We greatly appreciate